Hello and welcome to the MCQ lecture series. In the previous classes, we have seen a couple of MCQs. In the segue of the same, let us look at some more MCQs with respect to Financial Systems 1, which is SYBA Economics General Paper. So the first MCQ in this session is, which of the following is not a subsidiary or associate of State Bank of India? So here I am asking which is not a subsidiary or associate of State Bank of India, and the underlying options are, so I hope you can recollect that there are total 7 subsidiaries or associate banks of State Bank of India, and these are certain options which are available to us. First is State Bank of Hyderabad, second option is State Bank of Bombay, the third is State Bank of Indore, and the last is State Bank of Mysore. So all of these are excluding State Bank of Bombay because there is no entity as such, that is State Bank of Bombay. So this is not a subsidiary of State Bank of India or associate of State Bank of India. The rest are, that is Bank of Hyderabad, Indore, Mysore, Travancore, then we have Bank of Jaipur and Bikaner, and all of them. So please remember the 7 associates of State Bank of India, and it will be easy for you to analyze any MCQ related to the same. I hope this is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question. The aim of RRBs or regional rural banks was to take banking to dash. So what was the aim of RRBs? The aim was to reach or to take banking to the rural masses, or to the urban masses, or to the international masses, or none of the above. So here regional rural bank, the name itself suggests that to take banking to the rural masses or rural areas. So therefore option A is the correct answer. So I hope this is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next MCQ, which is talking about again regional rural bank, and the question goes like this. Regional rural banks were set up to allocate banking services and credit for whom or for dash, and the underlying options available to us are service and urban sector, agriculture and rural sector, industry and urban sector, or none of the above. So here RRBs were set up to allocate banking and credit services for agriculture and rural sector, and therefore option B is the correct answer. So I hope this is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question, which is again relating to regional rural banks. Who is the largest shareholder? Here I am looking at the largest shareholder in a regional rural bank. So here the underlying options available to us, I am asking largest and not smallest, so you have to pay attention to such words. So here the underlying options are A, central government, B, state government, C, sponsor bank, and D, none of the above. So here the largest shareholder in a regional rural bank is always the central government, because central government is holding shares in the tune of 50%. If you look at state governments, they have 15%, and the remaining, that is 65, that means 35% goes to the sponsor banks. So this is how you can look at the shareholding in a regional rural bank. 50% goes to the central government, then we have 15% to the state, and the remaining 35 goes to a sponsor bank. Let us now look at the next question, which is talking about a sponsor bank, and here which bank can be a sponsor of an RRB? Yeah, who can sponsor an RRB? So the underlying options are any cooperative bank, so you have to read properly, any cooperative bank. Then we have B, any commercial bank. Then we have any small finance bank, and none of the above. So here the correct answer, who can be a sponsor bank for regional rural banks, it is any commercial bank. So option B is the correct answer, that is any commercial bank. So I hope this is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next MCQ, and the last MCQ in this session, which is talking about which of the following is an objective. Here I am asking the objective of regional rural bank, and the underlying options are provide banking services to rural masses. Okay. Then we have to generate employment opportunities in rural areas. Okay, good enough. Then encourage savings in the rural Indian part. That is also very good. And last option is all of the above. So these are all the objectives of regional rural banks, and therefore option D, which is all of the above, is the correct answer. So I hope the MCQs are pretty much clear. Please stay tuned. I'll be making more videos with respect to the same. Thank you.